Hey guys, welcome back. If your product is not reducing the stock, not showing in POS, or not affecting accounting module in Odoo 19, the problem is not just your system. It's your product setup. So that's a very basic thing. So here in this video, I'm going to show you the most common mistakes that you guys are doing while making or setting up a product in Odoo 19, and let's see how to fix them. Okay. So for that kind of purpose, I'm moving on to the products inside Odoo 19. So inside Odoo, here we have several modules which use product. So I'm moving on to the products under the sales module. This is the basic dashboard. For creating a new product, just click on the new button and you will get a form like this. So you need to fill up all the configure details. So let's see what are the mistakes that you guys are doing. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to specify with the product name, which is a pen. Okay, I'm going to create a product which is called a pen. This is a basic product. Now you can see there we have a three option which is enabled as two, which is sales and purchase, but the point of sale is not enabled. And under that there we have the general information. So the first mistake that you guys are doing while creating a product is choosing the wrong product type. Okay, so it is the number one mistake. Like you know that the product type we have three variants, which means a good, service, and combo. So each of them defines different way. Like if you are just taking it as a good, like pen is a good, okay, pen is a good we can touch and it's a tangible one. That's actually what called goods, and it is also sitting for a long term period, like maybe it's a short term period or a long term period, but it's a tangible one, and we can store them inside the inventory. That's the very important thing. Okay, talking about the goods, so we can store them inside your warehouse, and you can track the stock and inventory, and you can provide all the accounting details, and you will get an accurate data about your income and expense of this particular product. But what about the service? If I am taking the pen as a service, like putting the product type as a wrong thing, what will happen? The service will not tracking under the inventory module. Actually, service doesn't have any kind of stock validity because it's an intangible thing. Okay, so if you're just giving a wrong product type, what will happen? You will end up with a very big mess. Okay, so if you're just providing any kind of wrong product type, you will not get the actual stock, and the stock is not actually reducing, and there we will get different kind of mess. Okay, so always choose a correct product type that is actually yeah, it defines your product, which is your product. Like if this is a pen, it's a goods, and any kind of subscription, it will be a service. And for a combo product, like we can say there a set of clothes or a burger or like that kind of foods will be moving on to the combo side. So you need to choose wisely while just checking a product type. Okay, so now let's talk about the second, like it is the product category. So as you all know that while we are providing a product type, we have a session for the product category, which means you need to categorize your product in which category it will be belongs. So by clicking on this option, you will get a lot of categories, which means clothes, drinks, expense, foods, and furniture. So here in Odoo 19, you can move on to the configuration side and create a product category from here itself. So you will get a basic category and you can add the category of your product which it is belongs. Okay, so I'm choosing the category here. There we have lot of thing, which means the clothes, drinks, expense, food, furniture, furniture for the office, furniture for the outside or outdoor, and there we have goods. So I'm going to provide this under the goods section, or from here itself you can either to create a new one. Okay, by clicking on the new option, you can simply create a new product category and you can add them as well. So let me close this. Okay, so what is the advantage or why we are fixing a product category inside Odoo 90? So let me talk about that. If you guys are not giving a proper category inside the product, what will happen? The product category controls accounting and inventory. So you actually going to mess with those two modules. Like if you're doing that, you will get a wrong accounts, wrong stock valuation, and everything. Like I'll show you how it is connected. Moving on to the internal link of the product category, you can see that this is integrated or interconnected with the logistics, inventory valuation, and they will have the accounting properties as well. For a particular category, you can provide a parent category which you can choose, and it's mostly affecting your inventory valuation. Okay, so you need to provide a costing method and an inventory valuation thing inside this session. So it's very important while your product is a tangible one, or if you guys need to store them inside your warehouse. So you all know that what is the importance of these two things. So you must need to provide a product category for a accounting details and to store that's in your inventory. Okay, so there you can see here under this good category, there we have 9 product. Okay, so if we created a product which is belongs to the goods category, it will be moving on to there, and you can find them as well. Okay, so now let's move to the product itself. Sorry, let's search for the pen that we created. Okay, here we have our pen. So I provided a category for my product. Now let's talk about the third mistake, which is missing account configuration. So products without account break accounting. Okay, like here, this is the accounting tab, and moving on to there, you will get the cost and revenue. So you must need to provide which is the income account and the expense account while we are selling and purchasing this product. So for the incoming payments and to getting the all things or moving the stocks and everything, you need to provide an income account. So here we have an income account which is product sales. Okay, there we have one. So this is the main income account that I'm using inside my company. So I provided that. And for the expense account as well, you can provide a common expense account that you guys are using. So I provide it like this, and I can hit the save button as well. So why we are providing an account inside the accounting configuration of a product, which means if you are going to remove them, or if it's missing the income account and the expense or the COG account, you will not get a proper journal entry. Okay, so you must need to provide them, and you can configure them under the accounting of your product. Okay, accounting that I mean tab of your product settings. Now let's talk about the fourth mistake, which means product not showing in POI session. So as you all know that while I created a product, I also done that mistake. Like it's only enable the two thing, which means the sales and purchase. So while you're creating a product inside Odoo 19, you all know that it will be checking two options in a auto populated way, which means the sales and purchase. But if you want more thing, like if you want to show this inside your point of sale, like you guys are just selling this using a point of sales module inside Odoo 90, you must need to enable this option. Okay, so by enabling this option, it will be showing under your POS module, and there you can see a tab will be appearing here, and you can simply configure all the details. You can provide the like category, which category it should be shown under your POS module, the color, the available in the shelf orders, and if you want to provide any kind of additional information about your product as well, you can provide them. And if you want to show any kind of upsell and cross-sell product, you can simply manage them under this tab. So if you want to see them inside your POS module, you need to enable this option. Okay, so what will happen if you're not providing this? Many users say the product is missing in your POS. Like we can't see that. We created the product, but we didn't even see that. So you can simply enable this option by just checking. Okay, now let's talk about the fifth mistake, which is wrong inventory valuation. So you all know that if you are just providing or tracking the inventory of your product, like if you want to track your inventory, you can enable this option. So if you are just tracking your inventory, the valuation method, which means the inventory valuation is very important. Okay, so moving on to the category side itself, you just provided the inventory valuation that's in periodic and perpetual based. But what about the manual and automated way of the valuation? So using a manual valuation instead of the automated way, you will get a wrong accounting entry for each of your stocks. So you must need to provide a proper inventory valuation, so you can use an automated valuation if that is good for your product, or you can manually enter them as well. Okay, so which is your comfortable, you can do that. So please must provide an inventory valuation that you guys are doing. And now let's talk about the sixth mistake, which is wrong costing method. Okay, so if you are moving on to the category itself, you can see there we have the costing method. Like I'll show you. So that's all thing. Like the inventory valuation, the costing method all belongs to the category. Like you guys need to provide a category for all those things. So moving on to the internal link of the category, now you can see under the inventory valuation section, you can find a costing method. So basically, this will choose how your costing method should be provided, like for a standard price, for an average cost, or first in, first out. So these are the costing method that you guys are using inside Odoo 90. So for the specified use of your product, you can provide the corresponding costing method, which kind of costing method you guys are using inside a product or a category as well. So your costing method of the product will be yeah, defined from here itself. Okay, so you can choose them. If you guys are just providing uh a wrong costing method for your product, your inventory value will be wrong and your business gonna mess very easily. So if you guys are tracking your inventory and the stock of your product, you must need to provide a costing method that is appropriate for your product. Okay. So inside the category, it is very important to provide all of them, and also the force removal strategy. Okay, I want to say that thing as well. So the force removal strategy is also a very important thing. Like if your product are you need to remove that in the basis of an expiry date or something like that, you must need to provide a force removal strategy. So it will be very useful when you guys are just providing any kind of consumable goods, like for a short period of time, and it have a lot in serial number or anything, you can simply use this. So it is also very important. So all of them, we can say the category is very important, okay, while making a product. So now let's talk about the seventh mistake, which is tags. Okay. So I know that some of your users are not providing a particular sales tags and a purchase tags while you creating a product. So here, while I'm creating a product, there you can see defaultly Odoo set up a sales tags and purchase tags, which is 50%. Okay, so you must need to provide which kind of sales and purchase tax that your company is imposing on each of your product. So from here itself, you can choose which kind of tax. By moving on to the search more option, you can simply create a new one and you can add them as well. Okay. Or you can move on to the accounting module. You can either create a new taxes for the sales and purchase, that is excluding and including way. I've done a detailed video about that as well. You can check on my channel and you can get that. So you must need to provide an appropriate sales and purchase tax here. If you guys are not setting up that properly, you will get a wrong invoice total every time you guys are creating any kind of sales order. Now let's talk about the eighth mistake, which means a unit measure error. So let me talk about one thing. There we have a UOM inside Odoo 90. So if you want to enable, so from here itself you can't find them because of why I didn't even enable this option. So if you want to enable them, you can move on to the configuration. Under the settings, there we have an option. Like if you want to add or sell or purchase a product in different unit of measures of packaging, you can enable this option. Just hit the save button. After onwards, you can move back to your product side. Okay, moving on to the product side, and I'm choosing the product, which is pen. Okay, now you can find the unit and measurement from here itself, because for the pen I can give a unit of measurement. Like if the pen is packed under a particular package which includes 6 pens, I can simply add the unit of measurements from here. So I can add this one pack of 6. Okay, so in a pack, there we have 6 quantity of product, or there we have different kind of unit and measurements. So if I'm talking about any kind of grocery, let's talk about the rice. So if I'm creating the product which is rice, I can simply provide the unit of measurements in kilograms. Okay, because you all know that for any, we have different kind of products. So for a particular product, we are not using unit for a measurements, right? So by defaultly we are using units, but for each of the product they we have different kind of unit and measure, so you can choose them wisely from here itself by enabling that option. So choose them, because if you are not choosing them in a proper way, what will happen, you will end up with the wrong accounting details and the stocks inside your inventory module as well. Okay, so that's the thing. And next one is duplicating the product. So this is also a regular mistake that all of you guys are doing, like creating the same product multiple times. You don't know, you guys are not actually configuring all the details. Like if you guys are not see any product inside the POS module, you guys are just think about like this product is not created, and you guys are creating that inside the POS module, enabling all those options, and you guys are creating multiple product, right? The same product at multiple times, it will giving you different kind of chaos while you're moving on to the stock valuation or the inventory moments, we can say the accounting details always. So if you're just doing anything inside the product configuration, it will affecting your inventory and accounting and purchase as well. So these are the core modules, it will be integrated and it will be affecting very fastly. So you must need to aware about all of these things. Okay, so these are the nine mistake that you guys are doing. Here we have different kind of mistakes, like giving a bad attribute and variance. Like you don't know about the attribute and variance, and you guys are providing a wrong attribute and variance, will giving you a wrong accounting details or inventory valuation as well. Or let's talk about the sales and purchase. Like you guys need to provide a proper details under your sales tabs, and the purchase is also very important. Like you guys are not providing a vendor and providing a price list or anything. You guys are, if you guys are not providing a vendor, you cannot move with the reordering rule, or you cannot um, c- create any RFQ inside the purchase module when you are stock low. Okay, so you must need to provide the vendors here itself. So this is also very important thing. So these are the main mistakes that regularly users are doing inside Odoo 19, and they are not checking. I'm not completed with the product configuration. Like I can simply provide the sales price like 10. Okay, after onwards, I provided all the important details, and I can purchase the product using the purchase module, and I can add the quantity, or manually I can enter the inventory or the stock quantity inside my warehouse very easily. So these are the main mistakes. I hope you all understood this video. So if you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends. I'll be back with another tutorial like the mistakes that you guys are doing inside Uru 19. So till the next video. Bye bye.